Welcome back to the channel, guys. 297 Mods here, back with another video for you today. It's a beautiful, sunny, hot, over 96 degrees day here in North Dallas. It's beautiful, but a little bit hot to work on cars. But we have to do an oil change today. It's slightly over 1,000 miles, so it's gonna be the first oil change on the Widebody 2021 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. First things first, look at that, we're over 1,000 now. Make sure the emergency brakes is on, and we got the jack stand here, we got the jack. We obviously gonna use these jack pads. I'm gonna show you in a second if you haven't seen this already. We got here the other jack stand ready. This is the kit I got for this oil change. You need 7/4 of this Penzoil Ultra Platinum Full Synthetic 0W40 oil. It is, as you can see here, an SRT oil, so it's the same one used on the Hellcat. So if you take it to the dealer, it will be costing you north of $100, probably 130-ish. If you do it yourself like I do, I bought this off Amazon. I will leave the link down in the description. It cost me $67 plus tax. Now it also comes with this oil filter, which is obviously OEM. Now the tricky part about these oil filters, if you haven't worked on the Hemi engine and it is your first oil change, these oil filters are not sideways. They're actually positioned upside down. And what's tricky about it, with the old system with a ratchet, it's kind of a hard angle to get to. Plus there's not a lot of space. So a few oil changes ago, I discovered this system. It's very easy. You put it on and hold it. Obviously it will be upside down, and you take a 3/8 ratchet. It's a kind of a square box, if you can see, and it fits right in, and that's how you can pretty much loosen up or tight your oil filter. This will save you a lot of time. I don't think I paid over $10 for this. I will try to find it, like I said, and leave the link down in the description. So let's get things ready. And this is for me to lay down there, and this is to catch the oil, so I can get 2 oil changes with that bucket before I take it to one of my local auto shop and they will discard it for me. So let's get things started. Hopefully you guys have a low profile jack just like I do. If not, you need to run the tires up some wood to get your jack below your, and mine is stock height. I got this pad also. I will leave the link down in the description. It's a solid rubber pad to help this for not slippering. Metal on metal can slip. Plus it will scratch this red jack pad. So what I'm gonna do, the pinch welds, we want to save them. So I'm gonna place this one right here. It's magnetic and it will catch it. Here I protect the pinch welds, plus I got a much wider area to jack the car. Let's get started. Perfect. You always leave the jack steady and locked in case the jack pad slips. Hey, you have an extra backup as your own jack. Never rely on the jack without the jack stand. Okay guys, to take this plastic cover off to get to the oil filter and where we need to loosen up the bolts to get the oil out, we need to take 4 bolts of 10 millimeters. And guess what? I can't find my 10mm socket, so I need to use this ratchet. So the good thing is it's a wrench ratchet. So give me a second, let me get those bolts off and then we'll continue. I apologize, I don't know how it happened. but it didn't record when I hit the button. So you guys missed the nice squirt that these Hemis does. I happened to position it very well, so it catched everything, so I did not spoil a mess this time, which has happened with the previous car. But it's dripping out the last ounces, whatever is left over. And the next part is removing this oil filter. So after all the oil has been dripped out of the engine, you position this that I showed you earlier on the oil filter, and you put up the 3/4 ratchet and you loosen up a little bit, not completely because it's gonna drip some oil. And here's one trick I use to catch the oil. I use a Ziploc bag, position it over the filter, and keep losing it. It will drip some oil, my friends. That's very normal. That's why you want to catch it. There it goes. Oops, it slipped. Even though it slipped, I'm catching all the oil. A little bit is dripping. But the majority has been catched in the Ziploc bag. And try to position obviously your bucket in case anything happened, just like I did. Everything has been dripping in the bucket to catch all the oil. Guess what? This bag, I don't refurbish, I don't reuse it. It's a one use only. And we stay here for a few minutes or two sometimes, so I'll catch you guys in a second. Okay, we're gonna clean the area. Take the rubber off, because this one you'll get on the new one. Before you put the new oil filter on, you're gonna put a little bit of oil around this whole area. It's too much to mention that it has to be clean oil, new oil obviously. Just lubricate this whole area. Okay, new oil filter going in. You don't have to, but I like to tighten it just a little bit. There we go. Oil filter is in. Don't forget to take this one off. Has happened to me before. I forgot it, then I'm like, where's storing all my tools? Where was it? I left it here, especially because it's a black oil filter. Sometimes you can get the white ones, then you'll notice it, but when it's black on black, hey, it's hard to see. Now, before you put the oil back in the engine, obviously don't forget to put the 13mm back on. Clean the area and put this one back in. And there's a markering right here. It's a black line here, black one here, so it has to finish right there. You don't have to over tight it, so this is very important. Leave it where the black line is. Not sure if you guys can see it right there. Okay, we're done to put the oil back into the engine. Okay, let's get the 7 bottles in. Bottle number 4. Bottle number 5. Bottle 6. Last but not least, bottle number 7. Okay guys, while we are at it, let's see how much oil the catch can has catched in 500 miles. "500 miles of a new Hemi engine. Still quite a bit. So this will be dropped here. Some people store the bottle, I don't. I'll wipe it clean. And put it back on. There you go. One last thing we have to do is make sure the dipstick is doing okay. I'm gonna start the car, let it run for 5 minutes, and then come back. Okay guys, before we turn on the car, we're gonna put the car into run. And let me turn the AC off for the blow. And you wanna go to, once it's loaded, go to the oil life. You can see here it's at 82%, which I'm prematurely, I know I'm gonna change the oil. So you're gonna hold the OK in. And now it's set back at 100%. Usually I'll change it when it's around 20 to 30%, depending on the time and the mileage that I'm running. Now let's start the engine. We're gonna wait a few minutes and then I'm gonna check the oil with the dipstick. And that's the last thing for today guys. Okay, let's check the dipstick. I'm gonna clean the first one. And let's see. And we're in the safe zone. Right there. Perfect. That will be it for today guys. If you have any questions about how to do the oil change on the Dodge Challenger Scat Pack, please let me know. I also record all this video for warranty purposes. I will suggest you to do the same. If Dodge always asks you for the warranty, what product you use and when did you do all the oil changes, record them. You don't have to publish them like I do, but you'll have a recording date on your file. Now, if it's your first time watching one of my videos, please, it's free, subscribe to the channel, support so we can grow. Let's make it grow. Thank you for all my subscribers. I got 508, I believe, last time I checked. If you are a returning subscriber and you're still watching and rocking with me, I appreciate that. Drop a like button if you like this kind of video. Comment down below if you think there's anything I can improve. You can also follow me on Instagram at 297mods, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Out.